Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by StrikeForceEnergy.com. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
Oh, damn. Damn, son.
Well.
They came after him today.
I am drinking out of a mug right now, which is special to my heart. And Bert Kuntz doesn't like it, but I think it's wonderful. Someone made me a Bert Kuntz from TV custom mug.
You're kidding
and I think we
me.
should start selling on Black Rifle Coffee.
I think they're
Absolutely
amazing.
not. No, they're not at all.
I think they're great.
Why would you not want
they're
those?
Not at all. It looks like something you would have bought at Spencer's Gifts in 1997, and it's horrible.
Oh,
Everyone I
Bert.
see, I'm just
What
gonna
about the
break.
stickers or the shirts? Oh, you haven't seen the shirts yet.
The shirts are really good.
Listen, you want an active shooter scenario? That's how you get an active shooter scenario.
Hey,
Man.
Matt, will you take a
Oh.
picture of those and send them over, and we'll put them up on our Instagram?
I would absolutely love to do that. and I
Thank
will.
you. Thank you. We got Evan Hafer on the show, Bert from TV, and Matt Best, right?
Jared was, chilling in Pastrana Land, hanging out with Travis, and then he went to Hawaii.
yeah.
The guy's just having a grand old
Yeah,
time.
he's got a hard life.
Yeah,
It's-
that's what I was curious about, because I saw those amazing photos and videos today, and I was like, wow, it seems like Black Rifle Coffee pays him to surf in Hawaii, which is fucking amazing. How does
actually,
one at
no,
home
we-
get that job?
We don't pay for anything for that. He's such a people collector that he actually got the DOD to fly him
Yeah.
out to Hawaii. So
Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
super impressive.
Yes.
We can't get him
Yeah.
to approve a book, but we can get Jared to surf.
And I think he was on official orders, to be honest with you. I think he got
because
orders to go to Hawaii.
He's still in the reserves. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fucking dirty.
That's right.
Dirty little fucking Air Force guy.
You know, when we call a general or a one star and we're like, listen, you guys need to hook us up. Jared needs to get out of the office for a few weeks. Not a problem. Not a fucking problem.
That's how good of friends we are, though. When I wake up in the morning at like 7 and I see him on a jet ski in Hawaii, I'm like, this
That's
is why
pretty
I
cool.
logged this many hours just so my friends can play.
Not just
And
that.
it's true.
No, it's really it is. Nothing makes me happier than working till 2 o'clock in the morning, and then taking a break from my laptop and seeing Jared half fucking wasted in Pastrana Land.
No, not just that. The week before shooting Carl Gustaf's in Fort Bragg, then Pastrana Land jumping razors and backflipping on
nothing.
bikes. Now
Nothing
Hawaii.
breaks up reading a contract and making notes like seeing Jared on vacation. Nothing makes me feel better.
We're just exuding jealousy at this point, to be honest with you.
Look, I'm jealous too, man. I was up late last night writing, and I see these pictures pop up, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Is he surfing right now? Bored, like hiding his belly. Like he did it. He did the whole dash.
It's good.
I
He
gotta-
was sending me edits for some video stuff that we're doing, so he's been working. So I don't want to bust him up too bad, but at face value, it's fucking hilarious.
We keep talking about it, but Jared, again, is like the exact opposite. Most guys suck in their guts. We talked about it last week.
Right.
Suck in their guts, you take your shirt off, and you're like, oh, God, I thought that guy was in better shape. Jared's the reverse of that.
Yeah.
Like, again, the Hawaii pictures, he takes his
It's his
shirt.
posture because he slouches his forward and sticks
Yeah.
out his stomach. You're like, oh, you're fat, and he takes off his shirt. You're like, oh, you're
No.
actually like,
Yeah, this is
not
not
You're actually
bad.
not that
I did
fat.
it.
Yeah.
I did it.
You know what? We've actually been putting ourselves on a cardio session here at the office. We
Hardcore cardio.
we purchased a ping pong
Yes.
table because we're like, it's actually helped because if you sit in meetings all day and you're doing all this shit, we just break for 15 minutes and go hit a game. And
15 minutes.
You know what? I saw that.
I like how Matt says 15 minutes. Okay, we break for 45 minutes.
is it 40? Okay,
Dude, one of our games the other day lasted fucking 20 minutes.
Oh, I'm so involved in it that I don't.
Who's
even
winning
think
these
that-
games, by the way?
Ooh,
It's-
sore subject right now.
It's a little sore subject, but
We've gone back and forth, but Matt's up. I'll
I'm-
just say that he's up by one
3-2 in games right now.
And that goes all the way back, Ross, like a year and a half. Like the first game that we had was here in Salt Lake City in a basement of in the basement of some
a bar on like a Tuesday night.
And we were like, oh, yeah, okay, well, let's play. And, like, the conditions were not great there. They weren't. Like, it was, like, tight conditions. He beat me. and then I came back. And then just recently we were at Fort Worth. And we were in Fort Worth, and we found
Yes.
another ping pong table. Those conditions were fucking horrible, though.
Bad
They were
lighting.
bad lighting.
oh,
the fucking
I'm
table.
4-2 then. Because you beat the Fort Worth. That's right. You beat me at Fort Worth.
Yeah, I was up on Fort Worth, and then I beat you here.
Here, yeah.
You know what's weird is
And
when
then
I
he-
saw that, because it was brand new, it looked like it was fresh out of the box. When what was it, Black Rifle Coffee, I thought to myself,
That was Bert Kuntz.
man, yeah, this is gonna cause a lot of fucking anger, like unnecessarily later on.
No, it's exact.
No.
It's exact
Exact
opposite.
Exact opposite.
Everybody leaves after playing and they're rejuvenated. It's like the
Really?
Japanese got it down. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Japanese got it down. And Koreans.
I mean, there's
Naps and
when
ping
you
pong.
lose, I'm so fucking competitive. That first time I
Same.
lost here in the office, because it was like under normal settings, I went and bought 4 custom ping pong paddles,
Yeah.
and I spent $160, and I was like, never again, Evan, never again.
Yes.
So
So you
Again.
currently
competitive.
have on your person 4 custom ping pong paddles.
those get in next week because it took some production to do, but they're gonna be sweet.
Wow.
And
Are they-
there's been a remarkable shift here at Firebase Black Rifle. Evan has the largest collection in America outside probably Kevin Costner and Clint Eastwood, the largest collection of pearl button snap shirts. But I noticed since the ping pong table got here, he's showing up in PT clothes.
That's right. That's fucking right.
I did get
That
it
is
yesterday. You
fucking
showed
right.
up in like fucking running shorts and REI t-shirt and like nice fucking Salmon running shoes. I'm like, that's weird. And like, want to go for a run or play ping pong? I was like, oh.
That is right. I go to the gym and then I'm like, I'm not even gonna shower. But then it does play into my mind. I'm like, I'm going to play ping pong later today at some point. I don't want to put clothes on because I'm going to get sweaty. I am. I know that we're going to get sweaty. Matt came off the game yesterday.
I was like a
like we were
whore in
both.
church,
you were-
man.
yeah,
I was
we were
fucking
both
sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those cams out there that they have now for like bald eagles hatching eggs that 80 million people watch, and it's just a camera looking at an eagle sitting on some eggs. I'm going to set that up so that the ping pong table is always live. Even
No,
at 2
I don't
o'clock in
think-
the
I
morning,
don't-
you can look and see if the ping pong table's happening. But it needs to be a secret IG account that only Drinking Bros, and,
Yeah.
and Black
Because
Rifle
it gets
people
like
know about.
and all of us are surprisingly pretty freaking good. One of the guys yesterday in the warehouse was like, "I thought I was good at ping pong, but I'm terrible after watching you guys." I was like, man, we've spent countless
Yes.
years playing overseas, man. That's my jam, and it shows
Yeah.
the true nature of how competitive we are. It's a little pathetic. Even my wife, when I beat her in that game, she went like fucking face red and barely can even get
Yeah,
ready.
she was
She's amazing.
mad.
Yeah.
She was really mad.
Well, because then I was taking it easier, and she's like, "Don't take it easy," and I'm like, "Pow, forehand." She's like, "Fuck you!" I'm like, "Ooh, this is not good for a marriage."
Yeah, a lot of anger.
Pretty damn good though.
A lot of anger. That's the way I feel, though, Matt. I'm with you on this. I'm so competitive that if I lost, I'd be pissed off about it. Same with skee ball.
Oh no, like Hansis, I almost sent Evan at 1 a.m. last night a ping pong trophy that I had mocked up, and I said, "He's got a lot on his plate. I don't know if I should do that to him."
There needs to be a trophy.
There needs to be one, the Black Rifle trophy.
Yeah, there needs to be a ping pong trophy for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. And there needs to be like an annual championship where it's like every year we have like a full fucking 2 days of
Yeah.
heats and
I
brackets.
can see where this is going. This is a giant Drinking Bros event.
Event.
That's
Yeah,
got
oh,
like
yeah.
eight tables that
Eight
are
tables.
sectioned
Oh,
off
yeah.
with judges and little Korean people running around everywhere. Well, not little.
But I think you should get one of
Yeah,
those
it could be
8-foot
little or
trophies,
tall.
like an 8-foot trophy. I think is what you need, something like that, like really big.
I'll venture to say doubles. If we play a little more, no one can take Evan and I.
No.
But
that's a bold.
you're
is a
good, Bert.
bold-
If you get a good partner, that might be some good competition. But
That is a bold.
You know, the
statement.
best thing what I realized yesterday when we were playing doubles was the best thing you can do is just understand when you're supposed to hit the ball.
Right.
Like just like literally that's it, because when you go from singles to doubles, you're like, okay, I had to physically like step back every
Yeah,
time, right?
you step
It's like
back.
step back because
and
know
you feed the wrong player. That's what's so much more like strategery in it, because you're just not getting the ball over and try
Yeah.
to hit big shots. You're like slice on the fucking dude that just hit the ball, so his buddy has to move, and so.
Well, it's like a good sex sport. The wieners can't touch. You know,
No.
Wieners can't touch.
The wieners
It's the
can't
devil's
touch.
threesome. Just keep the dicks on 2 other sides, and then everything's
Paddles
good to go.
can't touch.
yeah. What if it's 3 dudes? Is it
Sorry.
still devil's threesome?
Wait, what is that called? Like if yeah, because it's like a devil's threesome. What if it's just 3 dudes? Is that like a orgy? But
Luck-
that's not quite an orgy. Isn't it like 5's an orgy?
Lucky
I don't
pair. I don't
know.
know.
Yeah, it's a
Sorry,
gorgy.
And we
It's
were
a gorgy.
You guys were on track for the first Drinking Bros podcast ever. It was 7.5 minutes of talking about something without dongs in it.
I will say, Bert did just say that like the statement that I said that you couldn't beat us in doubles is big, but like, I mean, do I need to read my new position at Black Rifle as like the maintenance guy? Because I fucking mopped you up, dude. Like,
I think. Hey, wait, but I think doubles has to do with how which hand you use, right?
with what?
It's got to do with which hand you use for your partners, right? Because wouldn't you want
100%.
somebody to be left-handed and somebody to be right-handed?
No, that doesn't matter. But like, so Evan is about 80% backhand. He's got a fucking sick backhand. I'm better on my forehand for power shots. So I sit left side of the table so I can cover more of it, and he's the right side, so it's the backhand. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I'd say it's more about angles and then where you're positioned on the table or at the table when you're playing doubles.
I hope there's a kind of like professional ping pong player in fucking Drinking Bros.
Yeah,
That'd be
I did
awesome.
too.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
There's
and
gotta be.
But hey,
Has
Matt,
to be.
and if you could for the audience, just describe how bad Bert is at ping pong. Because when
Hey,
you
this
said you
is-
mocked him, like
this is completely false.
No,
I wouldn't-
Bert is a really good.
Yeah, I
ping pong
wouldn't
player.
say he's good. I'm just amazing. So,
Wow. Wow.
and I will like, because I didn't have the right ping pong paddle. Now that I got it back, like I'm gonna really spend some time on it. But Evan, I did not mop Evan. Those are some fucking games. Those are some fucking like it went to what not tiebreaker? Yeah, tiebreaker.
Well, and to be honest with you, I want to take the game that we played yesterday all the way to 21. I really do, because I think that it's like the half games are like those are kind of BS, man. Like it's like getting 5 points, because we've made huge comebacks on some of these where it's like,
Right.
you know, you're at 12. Like the other day, you came back from like 12
12 to 18 or
20.
something like that. Yeah.
And I'm like, man, it's possible, because we can run the table on that. Whereas like I'm not trying to cry foul whatsoever. I
totally.
just like the half games are just kind of like
let's just do them normal then.
Yeah.
Play to 21. You serve 7, switch. No matter what points.
Yeah, I
Points
love
are
it.
on everyone.
I
Yeah.
love that.
It's the best way to do it.
Yep.
Sorry,
Well-
we're talking about it.
Oh my God, we just went on a ping pong. It's
great.
yeah.
tirade.
Dude, it's great for mental health around here. I haven't been so happy. We were so fucking productive yesterday. I was like,
and we
fuck
also
yeah.
put in a tomahawk and knife throwing station in the back as well. So we've got like
I'm not gonna fuck
tomahawks
with you
and
guys. You guys
knives.
are like ninjas with that shit.
No.
Yeah, Evan, I
that's a
saw you throw a
whole-
fucking tomahawk right into a board. Is that real?
Can I tell the story of Durango?
Please do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So the Black Rifle crew, I was lucky enough to go out there with them, but they had guys up from Nine Line Apparel out in Durango, Colorado, and Evan had an axe throwing competition, and I will say the guys from Nine Line actually ended up winning. Well, Evan literally Tyler Gray literally went to Idaho on vacation for a week. The first time I've seen him take a break, and all he was doing up there, I think, for the entire week was throwing tomahawks. So now he's like Paul Bunyan, man. Like he's the guy. But no joke, took a week-long vacation, and every time he posted or sent a text or something, he was throwing tomahawks.
Because there is a piece of me that is super competitive. As jovial and as nice as I am, I do not take losing well at all. Like I can put a smile on my face, congratulate, hug, shake hands, and be like the most professional loser. But it is burning like AIDS herpes in my butthole. It fucking hurts. It fucking hurts.
Yes.
And,
Laying there at 1 in the morning, like I swear to God, if I eat that bullshit net, I would have got it.
And I'll give Tyler some props on that. Tyler Merritt from Nine Line, who's the CEO over there. You know, I lost fair and square. Like those dudes fucking handed me my fucking hat, man. Like get the fuck out of here. And the bet was that the loser would have to jump in the lake because it was getting late. We were drinking beers. We were having a barbecue. And it was like, I guess, 10:30, 11 o'clock by the time. We stripped down, got naked, and jumped in the lake. And Tyler was like, hey, man, you know what? What is it? A good sport takes part in part of the losing punishment. So he stripped down and jumped in the lake with us.
He did too.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Yeah, so, gosh, I got nothing but good things to say about that. That was a good trip.
But you're ready to have a round 2, huh?
It fucking ate. It ate at me for a long time.
Have you been practicing? Have you been practicing at all?
Oh fuck yes, Ross. Yes, absolutely. I was throwing shit into trees, into fucking small blocks. I ordered. I'm going to tell you guys what I did. Is I went.
Oh yes.
I went home like that night. Wrote in my diary over like tears as it was dropping on the page, you know, about how I lost to Nine Line, and then got on Amazon and said, you know what, fuck this, I'm not gonna cry over it anymore. I bought 5 different types of throwing tomahawks and knives on Amazon and some obscure fucking. I went down the rabbit hole on fucking blogs. And I had a box delivered to the house before we went to Idaho. My wife was like, "What in the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, one of your Instagram stories was you holding
my baby,
brand new baby.
Yeah, my 3-week-year-old or my 3-week baby, and I'm just like throwing tomahawks.
Just
into
drilling
trees.
it though. Like,
I love that.
Just drilling it, just nonchalantly out, just drilling it in the middle of the woods in the middle of Idaho, just hammering tomahawks with your little baby in your arms.
Yeah,
America.
Yeah. Jesus, ping pong and tomahawks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking-
That is a shirt right there. That is a shirt. Ping pong and tomahawks. Black Rifle Coffee.
Somebody else will have a coffee by Friday. That's ping
yes.
pongs and
Ping
actually
pong
tomahawks and ping pong.
Yeah,
not
tomahawks
ping
and ping
pong.
pong.
If it makes you feel any better, Evan, because my basement, I have that huge open space that I just haven't filled yet.
Ooh.
I was
yes.
a finger click away from purchasing a ping pong. Yeah, for the bottom of my
you
basement so I
will.
could practice.
You fucking
and
will.
then I wasn't gonna tell anybody. And just, gotta fucking Forrest Gump and shit.
Dude, it is no joke. I went down the talk about a rabbit hole buying that ping pong table. There's like $25,000 custom ping pong tables.
What?
Like it is
Where?
no joke.
What's the difference? Are they
Yeah.
wood?
Yeah, they're
Custom-
like custom craftsman, handmade out of 2 slabs of wood, like beautiful.
Right.
I mean, it is a whole subculture out there. And then like 5 blocks away from us here is one of the best ping pong schools in the world, and they've got like 30 tables set up, and world champ, like Olympians from all over the world come here in Salt Lake just to train on ping pong. We need to go over there, like
Yeah.
Balls of Fury. We need to go over there.
Fuck yeah.
And check this place
I mean,
out.
I'll fucking print some custom jerseys for us.
Yeah.
You know, let's
Yes.
get weird with this.
Let's
Yes.
get fucking
Jared can have his
crazy.
110cc thing. I mean, I'll play with that, but I want to play ping pong.
Yeah, but, well,
great.
ping pong's a lot safer than what he does with Pastrana. So.
Well, we could do the world champion drinking bros ping pong or
Oh,
whatever.
beer pong,
We
yeah.
get like fucking beer pong and then ping pong, and then you do fucking 5 kegs. We roast a bunch of barbecue, and then we just play ping pong for 2 days.
That would be awesome.
That would be incredible. You know, we should actually put it out to see if we've held like an annual Drinking Bros event somewhere.
Yeah.
Like how many people would show up? What would they like to see as far as like
Entertainment.
Yeah, like entertainment, whether it's like music or stand up or roasts or whatever it is. So it could be part like live show, part fucking what are those called? Variety shows.
Variety
Like a
shows, yeah.
show. Yeah.
If that's like Revenge of the Nerd, like the beer drinking and tricycle thing, but you know that beer
Dude.
mile that
Yeah.
people do now, where you sprint a lap around a track or do a quarter mile,
Right.
chug a beer. You see if somebody can break the
We could
world
have like
record.
trophies for the winner of each event, and then the person with all the events, the team that won the best, then that's like that's the 1 year dope 8-foot trophy.
And they get to live at your house for a week.
Jared's.
Yep.
They can live at Jared's.
Jared
Not
would be
mine.
all about
One
that.
full week
Not
at
mine.
Matt Best's house. One full week.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey guys, welcome to my house. It's Jared. Welcome to the crib, bro. Hey man, I know none of these bathrooms have toilet paper, but they got plenty of towels.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing says I have to
Wait.
shit like no toilet paper and no fucking soap and towel to wash your hands with.
By the way, that house is surprisingly nice. Like you guys had talked about Unicorn Ranch, like it was going to be some shithole, like a crack house, and it was a nice house inside. It reminded me of like a nice grandmother's house. But you're right, they didn't have any toilet paper in there.
Yeah, no,
they-
that place is like Winnie Cooper's house from Wonder
Yeah,
Years.
exactly.
It's nice.
That's a
man.
great
It is.
description.
They've cleaned it up pretty nice, but yeah, the common areas are the gross ones, like the bathrooms, because it's just kind of like a frat. But
Yeah.
overall, it ain't bad.
Bunch
And
of shaved
hepatitis and
pubes
AIDS
around the
all over
toilet.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just every time I go into a bathroom that in a place like that, I'm like, when I say that, like I'm not saying anything derogatory towards Jared, but I will say this: he's very clean. He is a very clean person. Like,
No, he's very
regardless-
organized.
He is. He's organized every morning. So especially when he was living in El Paso, and we would stay up till 3, sometimes 4 in the morning, really just burning it down. But he would be up at 7 cleaning the house and
Right.
putting everything away, putting everything in the dishwasher. Shit would be like spick and span in the morning. His bathroom, though, that was like the one thing where I'm like, I think he's just grossed out by just bathrooms. So you're like, dude, how can you have such a clean kitchen, but your bathroom looks like a public park restroom? It's fucking disgusting. It just might as well be a stainless steel toilet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't.
You
play
know
that.
what I'm talking about.
That's why I don't play that shit, man. That's why you come to my house. Fucking, it's clean as fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
Matt's got some serious OCD. It's legit.
Or it's my wife. I don't know which one.
No, it's you. I think.
Either
Your
way,
house might
though,
be
it's
the
pleasant
cleanest house
to
I've been
stay
in
there.
a long time.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, especially when Ross stands. You're a clean person, though, Ross.
Yeah, try
Give
to be.
Ross a shout out. He stayed there for a week. We're working on the book, and he's like a nice guy. Took the sheets off the fucking bed, put them up on the
that's
fucking
great.
the washer. I was like, that's dope. There wasn't like
That's
cum
great.
like in weird places.
That's
so.
only because we were talking about the
That's-
worst house guests on the planet, and how Richard Ryan was ranking above him, and so he took that on board and was like, "Fuck, I got to up my game."
Well, I said
I'm
that-
surprised he didn't clean the sheets, change it, put a mint on the pillow with a note that said, "Who's Richard Ryan? Fuck him." You know what I mean?
But I will say, so like
guy.
Ross and I are besties and shit. Like he still came to my house and knocks on the door, and I open the door so he doesn't get shot, and then asks, "Hey, do you mind if I have a beverage?" Richard's just he's just moved in. So
Right.
the other day he's like, "Hey, I'll be over your house around 7:30. He just punches in the code and walks in my house. I was like, "Hello," and then he just opens up the fridge and grabs
Yeah.
a drink, and I was like, "Welcome to the house."
He rolls in like Kramer, where it's just like, dude, this is
Zero
not your
fucks.
house. Yeah.
You know,
just-
he
I love him to death. That's
he
why I
is
give
like
him
Kramer.
shit.
He walked by my office and said, "I said, hey, Richard, where?" This was last week. He said, "Hey," I said, "Hey, where are you going?" He said, "I'm going to move my stuff out of the U-Haul into my new apartment." I'm like, against my better judgment, I normally don't help people because I'm just like that.
Such bullshit. He helps
I
everybody.
I said, "Hey, do you need some help?" And I went and helped him. Arguably the oddest move I've ever been to or been involved in my life. Richard has the strangest shit I've ever seen
Yeah.
from anybody in my entire life, like MacGyver type stuff.
Yeah.
Like everything we pulled out of the truck, I'm like, why do you even have this? And
He's an eccentric feller.
super eccentric.
But
Yeah.
if it makes him how smart he is, then I'm cool with it because he's out here permanently now with us. So it's fucking rad.
It's actually scary. I don't really want to go too far down the rabbit
Yeah.
hole. He said something the other day. We were talking about Los Angeles yesterday, and did you remember one statement that he said was, "No, there's a couple really great places in LA where you can dump a body." And he said that, and I was like,
it's MacArthur
when somebody that's like super intelligent, that knows explosives and and like admittedly kind of a sociopath goes, "No, there are a couple really great places," like excited, like not burrito stands. No, there's some amazing burrito stands. I'll tell you exactly where to go. No, there's a couple great places you can dump a fucking body.
That
And he's
was-
like, there's a
what he
couple
was-
great places you can dump some 20-year-old
When he's-
fucking female bodies.
Yeah, when he's
and I'm like, what, Richard?
He was talking with the police officer here. And they're talking about the crime. He's like, "Oh, I really like living next to the MS-13 guys.
Yeah.
Like, we'd always cook carne asada together." And I'm like, "What?
Oh.
You're like the most fucking suburban white dude I've ever met. And you're cooking carne asada with fucking gang members."
You know
Like,
he's like he's probably like some paid assassin. And he's got a
Right.
totally secret life.
Well,
where
that's what I thought
He's
when I
like
was
the
helping
most
him move his
badass
stuff.
fucking dude. That, like all of us are like former Green Berets and agency guys, and like we're actually like the guy that has no military experience. The guy that we think is just like really good at content and organized. He's like the most badass fucking
the Banff,
assassin.
yeah,
like
I'm
telling
he's
you.
like the highest paid assassin on the planet or something.
probably.
Probably, and he's only paid in Bitcoin or fucking
Yeah,
weird
of
ass
course.
shit.
I knew you were gonna say Bitcoin. God damn it.
Yes.
Right?
You'll never
Yeah,
meet
the
a
last-
motherfucker who loves Bitcoin more than Richard Ryan. Jesus Christ.
Never.
Ask
explained it
him
to
about
me.
Bitcoin and prepare to sit down for 2 hours.
That's exactly what happened to me.
Yep.
Same.
He did that.
Same. And then
did
when
that at my house.
when the Chinese
Yeah.
stock market pulled it off of trading last week,
Yeah,
I
if you don't
literally
give
just
If
want
you
to.
don't give a fuck about 15 minutes of your life, just ask Rich about Bitcoin because you're gonna. It's like asking the hardcore Christian like, why does God exist? And then they're gonna go for it. They don't care if you're listening. They're just gonna go for it.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
and I
exactly.
used to think of Bitcoin as like a super fringe. Like guys would bring it up, and I'd just be like, "Oh God, geez, this fucking dude and his Bitcoin conversation."
Yeah, you
But-
might as well be talking about tickets at Fun Factory or Chuck E. Cheese. Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
But he's the dude like he's probably just walk out of the office in 3 years. You're like, where are you going? He goes, fuck you all. I'm rich, bitch.
I
Like,
got $300
wait, what?
million in the bank all of a sudden.
Bitcoin.
What?
What the fuck?
I've got Bitcoin geocache because he was trying to explain this to me as well, where you can
Yeah.
load Bitcoin on like hard drives
Yep.
and
Yeah.
then like fucking geocache it. And I'm talking to him and I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. I understand conceptually what this is. but he knows a lot about geocaching Bitcoin. Like, wow.
He's like a character on Silicon Valley where it's just like, wait, what? You really believe in this? Like, he's all in on Bitcoin.
He's all in.
Super. Yep.
Well, shit. We have sponsors, man.
And hold on. Like Richard Ryan, to give some context to Richard Ryan, just go to Full Mag, his YouTube channel, and check out what he's done on Full Mag, because he's a hyper talented fucking
super
guy,
awesome.
like awesome dude. But yeah, definitely go check him out.
Oh yeah, he's a rad dude. We're just giving him shit because of Bitcoin.
He's the guy that goes in and he's like, "Hey Matt, I was going through your analytics and stuff, and your tags are pretty terrible. Can I get a login?" I'm like, "Sure." And then like a week later, I had 60,000 more fucking subscribers on YouTube, and I was like, "What?" And he goes, "You just weren't doing it right," and he wouldn't tell me, and I was like, "All right, thanks."
Yeah. He won't ever tell you what he does either.
Well, just like, all the tags that he does, and just cross-referencing data. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
Well, if you ever help him move, just be prepared for a guy that owns one pair of shoes and has 4 cases of bowling balls. Because that's a true story. That actually happened. And I'm like, what do you do with these? He's like, oh, I shoot them out of my homemade cannon. I'm like, oh, why? Yeah, exactly. Of course, I didn't think about it.
Of course, homemade cannon.
Yeah, I'm like, what in the fuck is happening? He's like, no, really, those are 4. I opened them up and it's 4 boxes of bowling balls. I'm like, okay, I'm out of here before I end up in a stew.
Yeah.
Stew.
Oh, hey, what's this, Richard? Oh, that's a 50-gallon drum you're going to go in. What? Dunk. You know?
Does
anybody know that you're here, Bert? What?
Does this smell like chloroform?
Yeah, straight Dexter. Fucking Jesus.
We got some
Let's
sponsors.
get to the sponsors.
Yeah, we got some sponsors who pay for this whole shit to be on the air. First and foremost, we got StrikeForceEnergy.com. Big news out of Strikeforce today. I don't know if you saw their Instagram, but they're in stores in 7-Eleven in Virginia Beach. There's also a locator. If you go to their Strikeforce Energy Instagram handle, you can find out a locator in their bio that gives you a link where you can buy this shit across the country, because it's in more than just Virginia Beach. It looks like it's in a few cities in Florida, like Orlando. It looked like. So congrats to Strikeforce, and your stand looked fantastic. Try to buy them out of stores so they can get reordered across the country. They're the tastiest, tiniest little tin pouch full of energy. They go in every single liquid available: beers, waters, liquors, liqueurs.
They're great before ping-pong games, Ross.
Yeah, they are.
Great before ping-pong
I know
games.
they're racing through your veins. When I saw you on that ping-pong Instagram, you had a lot of Strikeforce in you. You were also not skipping legs day, by the way. You were coming through those shorts in a non-gay way where I was like, man, you're quadded up. You're quadded up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make up for it. Two leg days a week because all those fucking injuries.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to break my foot playing ping pong or something really fucking stupid.
# quad goals. Go to StrikeForceEnergy.com. Type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros for 20% off. They ship everywhere in the entire world. They've got a subscription of the month club, and they have a 750 milliliter bottle that you can just rest on your counter and boom, boom, pop a couple squirts in right off the ping pong table, right into your water. Again, use the promo code Drinkin' Bros for 20% off. Next up, we got GhostBed.com. Sleep so good, it's fucking scary. It's actually frightening how good you sleep in that thing.
I'm just still impressed Rocco hasn't billed me for his ghost bed I took from him.
Yeah, you haven't got an invoice for that, have you?
No, because it got shipped to the office 8 months ago, and then I took it for a spare bedroom, so whatever.
Yeah, and the best part about that Drinkin' Bros Fest that Evan was proposing was when you stay at Matt's house for all 7 days, the guest room has a ghost bed in it. So you get to rest your head on a ghost bed all 7 days, and that's all inclusive in Matt's house. He's providing everything, and including the ghost bed. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin' Bros to find out the bed you'll be sleeping on. If you want to test that at home, I'd highly recommend ordering one. You get $50 off a mattress. You get 3 free pillows, and it'll be the best night's sleep of your entire life. Ghostbed.com. Use the promo code Drinkin' Bros for $50 off a mattress, and they have a pay-as-you-go plan, which is nice. Next up, we got WarfighterTobacco.com. Scott Jansen and the boys are actually inside. They're in the movie, by the way. They're in the Drinkin' Bros live movie. Yes. They were in the audience, and one of the questions that Scott used ended up in the movie. It was really funny. I believe it was, how many dicks would you suck for $1 million apiece? $1 million dicks apiece. So Scott Jansen, you ended up in the movie. Warfighter Tobacco is
at least 100.
at least
At least 100.
I mean, you suck a dick once, you're a cocksucker. Might as well just keep doing
Yeah,
it.
Might as well
Whatever.
just keep going at that point.
Especially if you can make money on
And then
it.
by 100, you're like, I'm gonna see how many
down.
dudes I can make blast in my mouth
Who
hole.
needs cigars when you can have a dong in your mouth, right?
Yeah, exactly. Warfighter Tobacco's got the finest cigars in all of the land. They're made with Cuban seeds, hand-rolled in the Dominican Republic, which I believe was spared by the hurricane, so they're good. Puerto Rico, not so much. But you can go to warfightertobacco.com, pick out your favorite cigars, have them shipped to you. They're 100% combat veteran owned. Rocco is a co-owner. Type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros for 10% off. They also got some sweet apparel and some humidors. Last but not least, Evan Hafer, we got Black Rifle Coffee. Why don't you tell him about it?
Black Rifle Coffee is the premium small batch, veteran-owned, roast-to-order coffee company. So we are your coffee company. So for the Drinking Bros, all I got for you this month is thank you so much for the support, what you've been doing for us. We've made a lot of changes specifically with the quality control. So we've implemented a new system out here. It's called Color Track. It basically analyzes every roast now that comes off the line. We're doing a lot of quality control specifically around making sure that all the profiles are absolutely like the finest coffee that we can
Impeccable.
roast for you, and it's consistent. It's great quality, but a lot of that is directly due to the Drinking Bros and all you've done for us, all the support that you've had for Black Rifle Coffee. So thank you very much, you guys. We definitely owe you.
Yes, and go to blackriflecoffee.com, type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros. You get 20% off, as
But
always.
seriously, let us know what you think
Yeah.
about doing a frickin' once a year event, because we're
Yes.
going to supply the beer and food and coffee.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
So
That'd be great. Where's it going to be at? Where do you want to hold it?
I think we go to Vegas. I think we do it in Vegas, man.
Ooh, I'm a big fan of that
just
idea.
like pre-shot show or
Yep.
something when everybody's already out there.
Like pre-shot, we just fucking throw down.
Let's do
Like,
it.
we
Why-
could go
why
to-
not? Let's do
Go
it.
to Battlefield Vegas. Do it right there.
Yeah.
that would be sick.
Let's
That
do
would be
it,
fucking
dude. Maybe
amazing.
we can do the live show from there too. Really
think
fuck
it'd be
shit up
great.
and make it a whole day of it. That'd be fucking great.
We do have a coffee shop.
We
down
do
here
have a
now.
coffee shop there. That's why I said that.
I'm going to go check it out on Saturday and make sure everything's good to go.
Damn.
Oh, are you're going to be in town in Vegas on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm swinging down there. It's the lady and I's anniversary, so we're gonna, put things in holes and just relax
Nice
for a day or two.
Nice. There's
Matt's
also
getting pegged.
dispensaries open up on the strip, by the way. So have fun.
Probably not. I'll never say never, but there's a high probability that won't happen.
What? You'll have a little baby?
No, that's a no.
That's getting
There's a higher probability of me getting pegged than me having a child at this very moment in my life.
Wow, that's a big statement right there.
Hey, listen, you know me. I don't want kids for a good minute. They all have freaking kids around here. I can play uncle. That's
Bert
fine with
doesn't.
me.
Bert
No,
doesn't have
I
it.
don't. That's why when I go there, it's not Las Vegas, it's Las Pegas. Like,
Where the strap-ons at, bitches?
Where my
Hey,
strap-ons? Yeah, dude, the dispensaries just open up on the strip. So enjoy.
Is that like a new rap
wow.
song? Pull up to the club, wear my strap on.
with my strap-on?
Fly down to Vegas, wear my strap
Yes.
on.
I'm gonna get a stretch Hummer limousine. It's just gonna say Las Pegas on the
Las
back. of it.
Pegas.
That's
That's
It's
a
just
great one.
a hot tub on the back with a dude just getting fucking railed.
Do you think there's got to be a guy out there that it's like he just likes to watch chicks peg dudes? So it's like
It's gotta be.
So like you would have the limo, you sit in like your fur mink coat, drinking a fucking glass of brandy or
I like
scotch,
where this is going.
and then like two hot ass chicks with strap-ons, and then dudes just come in the limo and get pegged out, and that's your thing.
Oh boy.
That might be you had me at the mink coat. Everything after that.
Yeah, it was like a nice
Everything
Kid
after
Rock
that-
video, and then that happened.
That went downhill real.
Bob with the bar, the bang, diggy, 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 said the boogie said jump the pegging.
And then everybody starts pegging, and you're like, whoa, I thought this was going on a different path altogether.
God, that would be a great fucking story. I wish it's like, hey, what are you gonna do if you ever like hit the lottery or like make it really big? It's like, I'm gonna fucking just buy a stretch limo, hang out in my fur coat, drink brandy, and pay dudes to get fucked in my fucking hot tub
awesome.
as I drive around on the strip.
You just you call up, it's not like a hit list, but it's a peg list. It's all the fucking people you hate, and you're like, listen, man, you're gonna get fucked, but here's $1 million, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch you get fucked,
But I'm gonna watch it.
and you don't get paid unless you come by your prostate. It's like, fuck.
Oh, and are you good at ping pong?
Yeah.
And are you good at ping pong? Because then I'm going to demolish you on the court.
There would be nothing worse
court?
than getting
Table?
pegged
Table.
and then losing to you in ping pong. Like nothing on this
No.
planet.
Yeah, nothing.
Not one single thing. Like that would be the end of my existence, I think.
I mean, we move pretty well during ping pong, so I'd imagine having like a gaping butthole would not be advantageous for the maneuverability of the table.
This is great. Las Vegas and peg pong.
Yeah,
Peg
ping
pong.
This is great. Yeah.
Are you using the
Las
handle of
Vegas and
the
peg
are you using the
pong.
handle of the ping pong?
That's what
paddle?
episode 200 should have been. It should have been two dudes that play ping pong, and the loser gets pegged. We don't have to watch it. We just know what happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't. Nobody would agree to that. Nobody would agree to that. By the way, people are still.
Trust me, I
yeah.
got some DMs with some people that gave zero fucks.
Man,
Zero.
Look, it was hard trying to set up that fucking threesome with the hurricanes and shit. Hopefully, 300 falls like in a different time of year. But we appreciate the crowd staying with us for 200. By the way, hey, did you guys see that Mattis? They tried to kill Mattis today.
Yeah.
What the?
In Kabul, right? They tried to shoot a freaking rocket or something.
What is this? I missed this.
Yeah,
Mattis was in Afghanistan, from what I heard, and then when his plane was taken off, they launched some rockets, right, Ross?
How did they know he
I
was
haven't read the
there?
story yet.
Yeah, but how did they know he was there? Is my question. Like, wouldn't
I'm
somebody
sure there
have
was
to
some-
out you for like? It was like
No,
a
it's
secret
Mattis.
trip.
I'm sure he gave a speech or something there on the base or something, and then I'm sure that there's someone on the inside that's delivering information, to the fucking bad dudes, of course.
That's a great plan for a bunch of booger eaters. Hey, let's try and attack the most powerful military commander in the entire world. That's I'm pretty sure that's not going to end up well.
Yeah, but it's like when I know you made it, when there's a direct attempt on your life, like you're like,
Yeah, it's kind of sweet. Like that means it was just about you and not about anybody else. Which, like, yeah, if they're going after you, incredible.
Right.
Like that's got to be another feeling of power where you're like, fuck yeah, dude. I lived through that too. Fuck you guys.
fuck you. Sorry, I'm designing a shirt right now for all this NFL bullshit.
Yeah, what's your stance on that? Because everybody's been asking. That has been the most asked question on the Drinking Bros podcast page on Facebook.
It's like I'm not really a political guy. I just think in the sense of like freedom of speech, I get it. So people are using their right to express, but ultimately the NFL is an employer, right? And
yes.
so you can't protest. Like if that's like someone coming in here and that works for us and stepping on an American flag, I'm going to terminate you. Like it's that's fucking simple. You can do what you want outside, right? Because you have your right to express. But at the end of the day, I think it's fucking stupid, especially when, the NFL was inhibiting people from wearing like 9/11 memorial stuff. And then all of a sudden now it's freedom of speech. And I think the whole thing's just kind of fucked. I think people are kind of aggressive on both sides. But ultimately, like everybody that served this country, like I just show respect for everybody that's fucking passed and sacrificed. So you'll never see a fucking employee in one of us here at Black Rifle not fucking standing for the national anthem because you can go get fucked. That's the way I look at it.
No, and the my take on it is when I look at all the people on social media that I know, and I haven't put anything out there. It's gold jacket, green jacket. Who gives a shit? Like it's football players kneeling's not going to affect my fucking day at all, zero. But when you look at most of the people that are supporting these guys kneeling, the majority of them, the ones I'm seeing, aren't even fucking football fans. They're never going to be football fans and never have been football fans. They're liberals and fucking. Well, I won't get on a rant, but it's like
the fucking rant there is just like, I hate it. Anybody that served in the fucking military, it's like the shirt we were thinking about doing where it's like, no one's racist in a firefight, right? It's just a fucking truth. And it's like all these fucking wackos on the left are promoting racial divide. And at the end of the day, like, I'm a conservative, I'm a libertarian, but like, I give a fuck what color you are, man. I have best friends that are black, Mexican, yellow, brown. I don't give a shit. Like, as long as you're just a fucking American and you're a good dude, it's not that fucking hard. And it's like, they're just idiots that are fucking wasting our fucking bandwidth on the internet and this fucking and news. It's just so annoying. That's why I don't fucking participate in it, because it's not worth my fucking time. I'd rather fucking hire an amazing black lady to work in production or a manager or an executive here and then help their family and like not give a fuck about race, give a fuck about supporting good people and good people's families. That's what I give a fuck about.
And I agree with you. And the place to do this is not on the sidelines of a football field. Go do that shit in your community or the communities that need help. Like, take your football star ass that makes $1 billion, down to the communities that actually need help and need attention and need focus. And the other one is like you look at the guys that have taken their jersey off and joined the military. If you have a problem with injustices in the criminal justice system, take your fucking jersey off and go fucking sign up and be a cop or become a politician and actually work in the system and change the system for the better. Don't grandstand on the fucking
They
field.
sit on the outside and then make a little, social justice move to get fucking their little fan base to be like, they're so cool, but they don't do fuck all.
No, like go into your community and you see guys. And again, I'm not a huge basketball fan. I follow it. I haven't followed basketball since the Kings were in Kansas City growing up. But like Shaquille O'Neal, I've got to give the guy credit. He wanted to change his community, so the guy becomes a reserve police officer and actually goes and runs and does his reserve time in a community, and the community that he works in loves him, and he's making a positive impact. Like,
that's awesome.
Go do that.
Go do that.
And I don't know much about Shaquille O'Neal other than that, but it's like, man, if you're gonna fucking grandstand, go do it in the communities.
Do
that you're
something
trying
that
to help.
actually
Do something
impacts
positive.
people positively rather than stirs fucking the pot. What do you think, Ross?
I think the whole protest was sloppy and unorganized. You had some people kneeling, some people not, some people coming out of the tunnel, some people not. The guy who was the Ranger who served 3 tours, Alejandro Villanueva for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He came out, stood for the flag and then said it was a misunderstanding afterwards. To me, they need better organization. And again, the football field isn't the place to do it. Like, if everybody sat out on Sunday and just went to the White House, if everybody was that pissed off NFL player-wise, and they said, hey, guys, we're not going to play on Sunday because we want the president to apologize, and they all took a stand together and went to the White House and demanded that they speak to Trump and have an apology or whatever the fuck they wanted, that would have made a bigger impact on something rather than protesting on a field where, a family of 4 is paid $500 to come see a bunch of overpaid assholes play a child's game. And to me, it's like, dude, I haven't seen the Democrats this pissed off about something from, the last time they tried to stop Abraham Lincoln from ending slavery. So it's like, fuck off, man. I just think there's a better place and a better time to do it. And if you really want to make a difference, I'm with you guys. Go and help out your local community. Go inside the inner cities. Like, really try to make a difference. You taking a fucking knee on a sideline during the anthem doesn't really do shit for me, except for me turning off the fucking game that day.
It actually is worse because it pisses off both sides.
Yeah.
And then they get into more of a fucking divide war, and you're like, God dang it, man.
Yeah, and then you have something like, the guy who won yesterday in Alabama. I don't know how closely you follow those primaries, but
Roy Moore.
Boy, because that's what's going to happen is you're going to anger more and more people. That guy was even too far right for Trump. Trump didn't even support him in the GOP runoff, and that guy's as fucking hardcore as you can get. But that's what's going to end up happening is you're really going to piss people off to a maximum level of like, great, I'm going to go the extreme opposite of whatever the fuck you're doing and go down this road. So look, in my eyes, all of this shit is going to add up over the next 4 years, and it's
mine is
it's
just like,
going to
can
get
you
worse.
shut the fuck up, stand for the anthem, play some football, and then protest and make your fucking opinions outside of entertainment, man. Like,
Yeah, and Colin Kaepernick. So perfect example. If he doesn't get signed this season, that's the guy that should go become a reserve police officer somewhere. If he does that, he's going to get some respect from me. Like, hey, you're not going to play football. Stop going to press junkets. Stop fucking pushing your agenda. You're not going to play football this year. The season's already 3 weeks in. Go be a reserve police officer. Go to fucking police academy. You'll be training and doing PT. Go to police academy right fucking now until you get signed for a football team. You want respect. That's how you get it.
Yeah,
Go be a cop.
He's in shape too, so it's
He's in perfect shape, and he's got the mental ability. He's actually, I think probably deep down in the guy's heart, he's not a bad guy. But this is the wrong. I think he's going about it the wrong way. I'm not gonna condemn or condone what he's doing, but I think he's going about it the wrong way. The guy isn't going to play football this year. Go be a reserve police officer, like plenty of other celebrities and actors and athletes have done. Go be a reserve police officer and put your fucking money where your mouth is.
Yeah, and then today, ironically, about an hour before we came on air, the NFL put its foot in its mouth again. I don't know if you remember when Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson did the Super Bowl halftime show, and he ripped off the titty.
Yeah, the nip slip.
They both got blacklisted for life from ever appearing. Today, they announced that Justin Timberlake was going to do the halftime show alone.
Oh.
So they're saying, great, white privilege. He gets to do the halftime show, but Janet doesn't get to. So now there's a whole fucking uproar on Twitter about that.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, dude, it's not going to end for a long time, all of this shit. I will say this, though. Somebody who stood up for the cause, at least, was Jay-Z. He was originally asked to perform at halftime this year, and he just said no. And, on average, coming out of the Super Bowl, you gain around $30 to $40 million just after touring after that. So, I mean, that motherfucker gave up 30 or 40 million just for something he believed in. So at least, fuck, he put his money where his mouth was. Justin Timberlake signing on for it, though. That's a bold move.
Yeah.
So
I don't give a fuck about all of that.
I know. What's the shirt you're making, though? I'm curious
about Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Las
what's the
Vegas
shirt you're
drinking
making, by the way? Just in case we can look out for it.
Oh yeah, I'll have it up Friday. It's where's my email right here?
I'd wear it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's chill, man. It just says "Stand for Freedom" with the American flag. So it's just kind of, it's what I believe in, and I'm gonna put it on my fucking store at Black Rifle. So
that's awesome. Derek White's picture was amazing, by the way.
Yeah, it was. He did well on that one.
Not only that, but did you see him reading the internet comments later on that night?
Oh no, did he? Because I saw a couple that were super aggressive towards him.
Good, dude. Derek doesn't give a fuck, man, and he was a great guest on the show a week and a half ago. Everybody's still talking about that show. Check it out if you get a chance because he's a funny dude. He went on after he posted that picture of, hey, this is what it's really like to take a knee, and he read the worst internet comments that people made about him.
What were some of them?
There's some rough. People are just. There's some rough ones.
Yeah.
But again, Derek doesn't give a shit. He's going to be himself no matter what.
Well,
which is so great about him. It's
when you start reaching hundreds of thousands and millions of people, there's going to be a bad lot that hates everything about you. I mean, it's like when my videos reach fucking 5 to 15 million views. I mean, Jesus, there's just some aggressive people that are like, you should just go eat a fucking pistol and murder your family, you fucker. And it doesn't bother me because if they're that invested emotionally on my shit, you should probably reflect in your own stuff because it's a satire video on fucking the internet. Come on.
Yeah, and
that meme has got it's gotten right now it's at 72,840 likes and 2,251 comments.
Whew.
And I think reading through some of the comments, Dan Holloway, who works here, who served with Derek is and Dan, you got to know Dan is probably the most open-minded guy in the building as far as his views on everything. He's a phenomenal dude, but Dan said his comment on there was a lot of people don't understand when they're being trolled. I recommend getting to know Derek before sending him hate mail for this meme. And he couldn't have been more spot on. Derek was trolling people back, and a lot of it is in jest and humor. It's like, man, and then people are getting super fired up, and I'm like, man, if you're gonna come on and comment on somebody's shit, expect to get it back sometimes. And you can't get pissed off.
Well, that's the thing. It's like everybody wants to have their opinion and break someone down, and then the second you do it back to them, they're fucking offended. It's like, if I was easily offended, I would have deleted my social media fucking 4 years ago.
Exactly.
I just don't give a fuck about your stupid fucking pages and whatever you want to talk shit. It doesn't bother me, and that's why when we make videos, we troll right back because that's what we're doing. It's a satire representation of our kind of beliefs, which is what Derek does. This is what really taking a knee for your country. If you can't see the fucking humor that he's making fun that he got his fucking leg shot off, you're an idiot.
No, and that's
You're a fucking idiot. And there is an undertone there, obviously, of what the dude had to go through, trying to fucking salvage his leg and then making a decision to cut his own fucking leg off.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of that, but.
Well, and what it comes down to, and I've been saying it for a couple of years now, is, whether somebody comments on your stuff on social media, good or bad, they've promoted you. They just became one of your fans, whether they're trolling you and bashing you or they're supporting you. Either way, you're in their brain, and they became one of your fans. They're promoting you, so keep firing away.
Cool with me.
Yeah, the worst comment that Derek read, by the way, in my opinion, was and he started laughing immediately afterwards. But he goes, somebody wrote in on his page and said, "Well, if you were a better soldier, you wouldn't have lost that leg." And Derek was Derek just started dying laughing, and he goes, dude, the internet is fucking mean, man. It is just fucking mean.
It's fucking mean, man.
And
it is so true. It's like, can you imagine someone? I mean, I've made comments like that to Derek in humor because we're fucking besties. But can you imagine if you brought everybody 50 of the worst comments one by one into a room with Derek or me or whatever, and just said, say what you truly feel? they couldn't argue their point, I guarantee it, and then we'd probably be drinking a beer by the end of it. And that's why it's so humorous to me when people light you up. Half the time when I've gone after people that have really pissed me off, we're like, cool, after. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. And they're like, you're a fucking idiot. I'm like, that's cool. It is what it is. We both like beer. Sweet. Awesome. Game over. You know?
Yeah, the keyboard warrior game is strong out there, and
it's super strong,
man, and they keep growing.
But it's humorous.
Day.
Like the longer you get on the internet, the less it affects you because you just realize how fucking stupid people are. I'm sure people call me stupid, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If you don't like my video, fucking scroll past it, bitch.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's super. Like I know this guy that a friend of mine that did one season of a TV show on the History Channel. And now it's all over the internet. People are hashtagging, Bert from TV. And it's like, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, but that's fun. It's which is Peacemaker Trading Co.
Find something better to do with your time, fuckers.
And it's Peacemaker Trading Co. on Instagram, and it's always hashtag Bert Kuntz from TV.
Yeah, I saw a post up on the Drinking Bros podcast Instagram. Just a classic Bert from TV pose,
Oh man, I'm serious. I can't say enough. I know I'm new to this crew and came in way after the show was established and stuff. But it has been a lot of fun to just be a guest on here. But just watching, I'm a voyeur in the Drinking Bros Facebook page. But man, what an awesome community, man! I can't say it enough. It is such a great group of people and. Man, it's just a good group of Americans and all over the world. The Australian guys that were just here, I sat and talked to them in Black Rifle's lounge or front area for about an hour. Just phenomenal. Guys came all the way over from Australia to America to Salt Lake City, which is an okay city with a good view, but there's better places to go in America, and they came here just to see you guys based off of this podcast.
And they bought the most delicious cookies of all time, which I ate on the podcast.
The Tim Tams and the whole thing.
Tim Tams.
And by the way,
I'm gonna need more of those. I'm not a fat kid, but those were so fucking good.
They sell them at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
They got them. No, they got them. They got them in
fucking Tim Tams.
Boy, those Tim Tams were the jam, dude.
But yeah, anyway, I'll stop sucking the Drinking Bros wiener, but
you can peg them, just don't suck it.
Yeah, I'm more into pegging the Drinking Bros community, but
they have those, don't they? They have the dildos that go over your dick. It's like a dick extender. Have you ever seen those?
I've got micro penis, so I use one of those.
Oh, you do?
Really?
You do?
It's a prosthetic, right?
Yeah, it's like a prosthetic. You're like your dick is Derek White.
Yeah, it's a cock extender.
Whoa, hey now.
With a Derek White dick.
You can just put on a little strap on dick. Yeah.
That's right. 3 inches of cold blue steel, the diamond cutter.
That would be that's something that would be really hard for me if you were dating someone. They're like, I need you to put on a massive
extender,
a 14-inch fucking behemoth fucking dick extender.
I'm gonna need you to wear this
because then you're like, there's no, especially if you got a small dick, you're like, there's no coming back from this. I know it's gonna be a hot dog down a hallway, and while she's moaning, she doesn't feel it. She's just being considerate. Yep. Fuck. It's like. I was having that conversation with the other day with someone. It was like how to rebuttal a chick that's like, fuck me deeper, and you're like, get a looser or tighter pussy, get a tighter pussy, because it's the same thing. I can't make my dick bigger. They make your pussy smaller. You can't. You can kegel. I can't kegel my dick. Get with the times.
Vaginal rejuvenation is what it's called. In Salt Lake City and Trinidad, Colorado, where most of the sex changes are done, is #1 for that surgery.
How do you know
you're kidding?
Changes are done?
No, Trinidad, Colorado. Google it. It's the sex change capital of North America right now. It's a little tiny town in the mountains of Colorado that I guess everybody comes to get their sex changes, and there's hundreds of doctors.
What?
It's weird. It's Trinidad, Colorado. Google Trinidad, Colorado.
I will.
Sex change, and you'll be blown away. But then Salt Lake City is the second highest amount of vaginal rejuvenation surgeries and plastic surgery in America right now.
There's a lot of plastic surgery here.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Salt Lake City.
That's crazy. Yeah. You think Los Angeles or something like that?
Yeah, I would have said LA.
Las Vegas.
But they probably don't care about their vagines. They're more of tits, lipo, and butts, fake butts
Botox,
for days.
But I guess it makes sense when you're throwing down 6, 12 kids, on an average.
Oh, didn't think of
Right?
that.
Like that thing is a fucking wreck. Like
Yeah.
it's like a locomotive's run through that thing. Like
Oh boy.
you gotta work on it.
Like a
Like
1972 catcher's
yeah.
mitt just
Yeah.
sitting in the
It's the
garage.
transcontinental
after
railroad.
seeing that-
Leather's all cracked and everything.
after seeing that whole process, like right up close and personal, like that is a, whew, that is
birthing
rough
process?
stuff. Yeah, I mean, because I was like part of the birthing process of my last one, like right there. My wife had a water birth. It was,
What?
like, super hippie. Yeah. We went to a super hippie birthing place. My wife's kind of a au natural like person. So
Did she do it drug free?
Yeah, so she's drug free.
Jesus.
Dude, I will
Whoa.
talk about my wife like for 2 minutes here.
Yeah.
So this chick, my wife, she was tiling the kitchen up until literally like I had to tell her it is time to go. Like, your contractions are like 2 minutes apart. We got to get in the fucking truck and we got to go. She was tiling the fucking kitchen. Jesus. And so we get in the truck, go down to the birthing center. 4.5 hours later, we were coming home.
Holy
She
shit.
knocked it out, like just knocked it out in like 3 hours flat was out. And the midwives and the nurses were like, we have never seen some shit like this. This is it.
That's
She's like,
awesome.
you are really good at this. Like, I don't know how many of these have you had? My wife's like, this is number 2, but yeah, she crushed it. I made some
Damn.
awesome jokes too. I will say this.
Like what?
So like I'm not even joking around. This place was like super hippie. Like the previous couple that were there before us, the dude I guess had some kind of fucking didgeridoo. The Australian fucking
Yeah.
He's like playing that while his child's being born. Like this is the type of shit we were into.
He's got to come
And
into a peaceful environment, bro. It's good to cheat, dog.
Yeah, and I come in like, Black Rifle Coffee guy, and I'm like, I've got a coffee station set up in the fucking room, like a pour over and mugs, and I'm like dialing my coffee grinder, and my wife's got contractions over in the corner, and she's like, whoa, what's? And my wife's like, no, let him. We need good coffee.
Yes.
It's like the second she gives birth, she's just like, I've been missing
dude.
this fucking thing.
And well, I'm making fucking great jokes. Like I think they're great.
Give us a joke.
Yeah.
Well, so my wife is like, she's like, going through the labor process and, kind of screaming and, going through like, like not screaming, like gritting her teeth, like, going
Yeah.
through each one of the contractions. She's on this ball. And I'm like, hey, so is this like a bad time if I were to ask you for sex, or is this like and the nurse was like,
Yes.
she started fucking laughing in the next room. Like she thinks it's funny. My wife is in labor and she's laughing, and she's like, and the nurse from the other room is like, I think that's occupied. And I go, who said I was talking about the vag? I'm like, your mouth's not giving birth.
Yeah. I mean, some other holes, they might help out the flow.
Dude,
Ah,
needless to
Jesus.
say, these hippies were like, wow, you are fucking
You
out
know
of
no
control.
bounds, yeah.
I'm super out of control. Most of the
Is it in a
time.
tub?
Like,
Evan, let me ask you that. Is it in a tub? Is that like a tub of warm
yeah,
water?
yeah.
or-
We got into the tub. Like you go from like each, because you're like trying to move around, like you're trying to walk through this, and like, they're in like a swing and a fucking on a ball. I mean, it's almost like a circus. Like each one of the stations, you're trying to work your way through it, and yeah. So we get in the tub, and fuck, dude, it was pretty crazy, man. I'm like looking over their shoulder, like I'm in the tub with her, like getting this thing on, and I was like, wow, here it comes. Oh my God, this is intense.
Did you not watch the first one like that?
Well, yeah, I was there for the first one, and the first one was super long, so it was like 20 hours.
Oh
and,
boy.
Yikes.
And she was on what's called Patterson, and she didn't do any pain meds on the first one either, and she's on Patterson, which induces labor and makes the contractions even harder. But it was like super fast. Like Nara was like, her head was, cocked and rocked, and then she was out. Like before I could even like slide over in front to catch it, she was gone. She was like out and about. So I didn't get to see like the head halfway, then
Crowning.
3/4, like, and then it's like
I don't know if I
super
wanna
slow,
watch that.
and it looks like this thing is going to fucking rip in half. It does not look like this is possible.
Oh, boy.
How can this be possible? And I'm just looking at this going, this
Can we
is
just
fucking
call
intense.
this ping pong and birthing?
Yeah, ping pong,
Ping pong
and
and
birthing, and yeah, it was a really cool experience. I want another one, but my wife's like, yeah, fuck you, I'm done. But I
Oh,
told
you want
her,
a
I was
third?
like,
You want a
"You
third
don't-"
child?
Yeah, man, I love kids. Like that's one thing. Like I love kids, man. They're fucking awesome. Like they're super cool to hang out with and develop and teach. I fucking love them, man. So I could have like an army of these things. It wouldn't bother me. I fucking love them. You know, hire a few nannies, work a fuck ton, and
Well, you got 2 uncles right here without kids, you know?
yeah.
Hey now.
Well, we'll babysit until they shit themselves, and then I take the baby back. I don't
Like,
clean
and,
it.
I get super stoked like when Jared brings his kids over and like they're riding motorcycles. Like it's just fucking cool, man.
you guys got
I didn't
some
have younger
cool-
brothers and sisters or anything like that, and it was just like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
I gotta
guys got
show you
some
this.
cool,
this
kiddos.
this is the coolest shit ever. That Jared's let me, where is it? Charlotte, his daughter. She sent me
Yeah.
this last night. Watch, let's see if you can see it.
I
but
gotta see this.
it's-
I missed you, not Beth, and loved you, not Beth. You like holding me when I was a baby.
She goes, I missed and I loved you, Matt Best, and you were holding me when I was a baby. But I guess Charlotte always asks to go through my Instagram to look at me, and it's super fucking cute. And then she always sends me videos like saying she misses me.
Yeah,
It's
there's
fucking
no
awesome.
doubt you guys are raising some tomboys though. Like your daughter.
Oh yeah.
I was at your house a couple weeks ago, and your daughter's like out back running around, just grabbing chickens by their tails, picking them up. Like, you want to see my chicken? Jared's daughter's running around here a couple days a week at the end of the day, and like
The
full
ATV little
on
battle rattle.
motorcycle
Yeah.
battle rattle, running around riding her 4-wheeler around. Like it is awesome.
She's gotten
Yeah.
good with that thing. She's
Yeah,
like
she
driving
has.
around
Really
in
good.
circles and stuff. It's fucking cool.
So-
She's gotten really good.
Moral of the story on the childbirth is all these hippie homeopathic birthing nurses are now drinking Freedom Fuel, and they're going to a concealed carry
Well,
class.
the funny thing is like, because I am like, oh God, I'm not an appropriate person 90% of the time. Like I can be in the appropriate setting. I'm like, yeah, fuck this, fuck that, fucking shit or whatever, right? Just in these hippies were like, man, we don't see guys like you that are like really funny, but at the same time, like, God, you are really unpolitical. You're un-PC, dude.
Really
Yeah.
inappropriate.
Like inappropriate is like not a thing that like we see most of the time. But yeah, they were super. They were like, wow, that's Black Rifle Coffee. This is awesome. I'm gonna have to check it out. And I dropped off some coffee the following day. We had to go back down like a day or two later. Dropped off some coffee. But they're super cool. They're like most of these people like that. I think they're all libertarians anyway. They're all just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
hey
they
man, you want to smoke dope? Smoke dope. You want to shoot guns? Shoot guns. Like that's kind of their attitude. And it's more about self-reliance than it is, I think, for like a lot of like hippies or socialists. They're not self-reliance people. They're like, hey, we want to fucking live off other people's hard work. But then you've got like the self-reliance type people. They're like, we don't fucking need anything from anybody.
Yeah.
When we don't need modern medicine, we're going to fucking go through, when I say this, to childbirth.
Yeah,
you do.
yeah.
You definitely do. But there's a whole crowd of people that are out there like, hey man, au natural, suck it up, let's fucking go. And that is hard, dude. I mean, my
yeah.
wife, she's run ultra marathons. I mean, she's got a super high fucking pain tolerance. So she's just into that, just to be like, hey, what does this feel like? Not because she's sadistic. It's more like, yeah, just the natural process of life.
Right.
So, and that's kind of like that genre, that subculture. That's kind of what they're all about.
America.
Fuck
America.
yeah, America! And with that, we'll go to the Drinking Bro of the Week. The Drinking Bro of the Week is submitted by Scott Hebel. This is going to go full circle with what you said earlier, Bert, about how great the Drinking Bro community is. This one, he is actually nominating Bobby Gerhardt as Drinking Bro of the Week. Scott says, as you know, numerous drinking bros ascended to Salt Lake City and the BRCC headquarters for what he likes to call Elliot Fest. Cam brought his beautiful family out from Australia to America for their holiday. Wasn't sure what to expect, but when he got there, he was overwhelmed with the love and support, and in particular, how great everyone was to their daughters. we had him on the show, and he was a fucking blast to have on. And Bobby, thanks for organizing all of that. Scott, thanks for the nomination. And cheers, man. That was a really fun time that weekend, and we enjoyed having Cam on the show.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go play some ping-pong.
Yeah, you guys get back to the ping pong table. I'm gonna keep practicing skee ball over here. For Evan Hafer, Bert from TV, Matt Best, I'm Ross Patterson. We're the Drinking Bros. Good night, everyone.
Good